If you want to experience freedom from the noise in the mind, first we have to let it be here. So I'm recording today in an environment where there is noise all around. And I could wait and I could wait and I could wait until there isn't any noise, and I might wait forever. But it's specifically or particularly a little bit louder today because we've been having ongoing construction for quite some time. But I think it's perfect for what we're going to work with today is noise. Now, the noise in the mind, especially because of all of the information that we absorb from everywhere. I mean, it's almost like as soon as you turn your computer on, you're going onto a busy highway and all these different networks and this traffic coming. And what do we pay attention to so that we don't get overloaded, injured, or driven right off the road, right? So I've had that happen in a lot lately, because if you're the kind of person that might be new to online business or working online, delivering online like I am, it's something that I really haven't done until recently. And I'm still trying to figure it out. And there's certain aspects of it that I don't think are going to work for me. I don't know if I can, really dedicate myself like that, but I want to remain open in my mind to learn and see if this is what needs to happen, if it's important for people to be able to receive your value, your offerings, the information that you're putting out, then maybe there's some part of it that needs to happen. Regardless of that, that's very external. And so that can go on and it's going to continue. The construction is going to continue. The advertisement is going to continue. It's just increasing. And as a result of that, mental health issues are also increasing. There's more isolation. There's people are less apt to have a conversation, to go out and play, to go to the beach, go to the forest. And that's a different topic, but all of it has to do with how we receive information, not so much what comes in, but what we do with it, how we interpret it, how we make meaning out of it. So I haven't done a lot of meditations lately, so we're going to do one today. And this is about having freedom, finding freedom amidst noise. So let's just take a breath and sit here together and notice what might be happening in your mind, in your body, allowing for feelings, for sensations, allowing for there to be the movement of thought in the mind. And notice immediately what happens when you don't effort to make it different. And we don't need to attach to it with an interpretation or with any kind of critique. No, something that says, oh, this should not be happening. Or my mind needs to be completely quiet for me to feel at ease. Well, that isn't the case. That's wonderful if that happens for you. But let's just notice that there is an easefulness already here, the presence of you. Just relaxing. Not making yourself relax, but just following the breath and coming into the body. And as soon as we breathe more deeply and come more into the body, we're already creating space, between the awareness that we are, that capacity to be present to what's happening. So there's more space and thought gets freed up to pass, to just move by. We don't need to intercept it. We don't need to stick to it. We don't need to make it right or wrong. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's some kind of machinery happening just outside. It's actually kind of far away, but I really hear it. And this is a beautiful thing. The more that you attune into your own sensing capacity, all of your senses awaken a bit more so you can hear and feel more that's going on around you, which also makes it even more important to attend to the spaciousness of you. You know, whether that be with a boundary, a time of unplugging, you know, finding a very quiet place, if that's what's necessary for you. But here we're just like focusing on not interpreting anything that the mind might say, you know, that like it observes something happening inside of you and feels, oh, I need to change that. I need to do something about it. Well, if that's happening, you can always write it down and you can get to it later. So you can repose in yourself, descend in yourself, send into the body, anchoring and grounding in your feet, in the base, and let the breath drop really deep. And noise can be happening, but the piece of you is not disturbed. Now, what you are at your core, if you want to call that your core essence, the heart of you, your divinity, the source of you, whatever works, whatever kind of framing works for you, you just keep dropping here, dropping, dropping, dropping. And there can be movement, but at the same time, you're reposing. So you're letting yourself repose as the background presence. And anything can be happening in your internal space or in the space around you. So there can be all kinds of movement. But you're free of it. You're the one who is choosing to engage with it or not. So you get to decide. And part of what helps us to decide is asking the question, what really matters? Is this worth my one precious life, my time? Because when we go out and give attention and, you know, go out into all this noise in our mind, we're giving away our time, our precious time. Time is such a valuable commodity. And capitalism tries to have a stronghold on it. So we have to be in a very strong choosing to stay here, to stay with what is the most important thing to you. And in the resting, in the listening, in the just being here, in spaciousness, it becomes more clear as to what you want to give your attention to. So you don't have to wait until the environment around you changes itself somehow so that you can feel free. You know, we can do a little more movement over here, adjusting this, fixing this, changing this, making this person different, making that thing go away, you know, finally completing this thing. And then I can be free. Then my mind can be at ease. No, 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 because there will always be something more. There will always be movement happening all around you. And because that is happening, you know, unless you're completely isolated, and then you get to really meet whatever might be happening in your mind. But then you come into this interior space of you and just settle, come into ease, and come into the choosing of what are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to sacrifice your precious time, your precious attention, your value, your deep repose, the essence of your heart? You know, it won't go away, but we need to drop here. We need to be nourished deeply in a repose of freedom. It's always here, always just right here, amidst the movement of the mind. It's the background. The mind is just kind of foreground. We can choose not to stick to it. We can choose not to make interpretation about it. We can choose not to jump onto the, you know, into the rabbit hole of doing, more doing. So unwinding, undoing. So enjoy the freedom of your mind. Don't wait. You never have to wait to feel free of the noise in the mind. So lots of love to you. I'm Prajna, and this is my channel. Please subscribe, like, share. I love reading your comments. Have a beautiful day, and have all of your days be in freedom from the mind, because you can. It's your birthright.